For listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Floyd Mayweather decided to chime in. Some say he was defending what P. Diddy did to Cassie, as we saw on this.
I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't condone it. Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's a choice that my daughter made. Yeah. I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down.
He certainly didn't mind kicking Cassie while she was down, and he did it over and over and over again. He released a "I'm sorry" video statement, but, you know, obviously his publicist told him to do this. Then he said how he was so basically disgusted with himself and disgusted for doing what he did. But the problem with that is, and that he got therapy, the problem with that is the therapy didn't work because there are so many people out here who claim that they were victims of this guy. So I have a problem when you have a lot of victims in your wake, and when there's video evidence of one particular person that is seen publicly. He's apologizing to Cassie, but he's not apologizing to all of his victims, so I don't think this was sincere. I know a lot of people are giving their opinions, and I'm just going to make mine short and sweet. I just hope the money that Cassie got from this lawsuit, she spends at least some of it towards sex trafficking victims and domestic violence victims, organizations, and stuff out here, even if she doesn't want to create her own organization for this type of stuff. Because as women, and I'm just going to speak frankly and honest to the ladies out here, sometimes we put up with things that we should not put up with because we think that we're going to get something out of it. We think that we're going to get that pot of gold in the middle of the ring of fire. You know, we're willing to stick our hands through the ring of fire just so we can get that pot of gold. Just so we could be with that man. Just so we could have that social status. Just so we can stay with our baby's daddy, even though he's abusive or is not financially supportive, just because we think that we're getting something. And I noticed the theme with a lot of these people who were abused. They were abused. You know, but in what Floyd was saying, that it was a choice, he's saying that because as a man, you're saying, okay, which he's had his issues with abusing women. He's saying that, okay, you're being abused by your man. You have an opportunity to leave. I understand the psychology that some women are afraid, some women are scared, so this and that, the person's rich, the person's powerful. If you really want to get away, you'll get away. And I do encourage anyone who's going through abuse, just go on and leave. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to gain the whole world and lose your soul. Whatever you think you're gaining from that relationship, it's not worth it. If you, there are a lot of women who stuck in relationships with men that were abusing them after they had children. Oh, I don't want to be another single mom statistic. So I will work things out. Honey, go on and leave. Because let me tell you, it's not going to get any better. If he puts his hands on you one time, he will do it again and again and again and again. Cassie's lucky that she was able to walk away. Kim Porter allegedly is a victim of P. Diddy, and she did not walk away. So at the end of the day, Cassie was with this man for a long, long time. And she had a lot of people that were willing to help her to get away. And she got away when she was ready to get away. And she has a new husband. Her new husband released a statement, basically saying domestic abusers are haters of women and things like that. And he had reacted to the video. But my thing is, don't just live high off the hog, off the money that Cassie got from experiencing and sacrificing her soul to P. Diddy, and don't do anything with that money to help other people who are going through that. Because you have a lot of people that are willing, just so they can reach for fame and fortune, they're willing, heterosexual men willing to get their ass cheeks clapped just so they can get a record deal. People that are willing to sacrifice and do all kinds of things just so they can have fame and fortune in this industry. And then when they get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, they want to run to the media. They want to run to the lawyers and try to get a bag. What is that saying about you? Just like that guy, what's his name? Christian somebody, I forget his name. He came out supposedly wanting to tell it all. People thought it was Tyler Perry he wanted to spill the beans on. He went quiet. He went quiet. I guess he got what he wanted. You're only willing to tell it when you don't get what you want, but when you get what you want, you're willing to keep it quiet. This video had came out of him beating her this video was recorded in 2016. Why now? Why now is it coming out? Why now? Satan does not give out gifts. For all of you knuckleheads who don't realize that by now, he doesn't give out gifts. So whatever that P. Diddy is a part of, where he reached the highest height of how high he was going to go, now he's free falling and is about to splatter on the rocks. It reminds me of that bird that takes its prey high up in the sky and then drops it on the rocks, and then the shell cracks open, or it splatters to make it easier for the bird to pick it apart and eat it. Like, that's basically what's happening in Hollywood. You have all these people who are being exposed now because their time is up. It's time for their dues to be collected. And Gene Deal, one of Puffy's former bodyguards, said that he wouldn't be surprised if Puffy don't off himself. Because this man is not going to want to sit in jail. He's not going to want to sit in jail. He's not going to be charged for this 2016 domestic abuse incident of Cassie. He's not going to be charged with that. But my point is, people need to really wake up and stop trying to sell your soul to the devil for what? Just so you could sing? You're using the talents that God gave you just so you could sell your soul to the devil for what? So you could be on TV? You're a heterosexual man. You're willing to get your ass cheeks clapped for what? Just so you could be on TV? Or your songs to be played on the radio? You're willing to get beaten, kicked, stomped, all of this stuff for what? Just so you can put on nice clothes and have your pictures taken at a gala or a celebrity award show, or, for what? I mean, are you willing to make that sacrifice? For what? So, I wish Cassie and her new husband and baby well, but while they're picking their teeth off the lobster tails from the money that they got from this lawsuit, they need to look at how she needs to really examine why she would allow herself to be put through all of that. Just for what? For what? For money? For the love of money? Like, why did you really stay in a relationship like this? Why did Kim Porter stay in a relationship like this? Why do any of us out here stay in these abusive relationships? Why do you sacrifice yourself? Why do you sacrifice your children and put up with these type of relationships? For what? And people say, oh, well, it's a psychological thing. It's psychological things. As a Christian, we're taught to love everyone. But that includes yourself. We're taught that our body is a temple. So you should be more conscientious of what you're putting in your body and what you're doing to your body and what you're allowing other people to do to your body. So if you're going through some sort of psychological issue where you think it's okay for somebody to talk to you any kind of way, beat you, force you to sleep with other people and objects and all of these things, you really need to seek out God first and get yourself some therapy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Peace.